Maxine's Christmas Carol is such a fun version of Dickens's A Christmas Carol. I really thoroughly enjoyed this. This was released in 2000, directed by Tim Eldred, written by John Wagner, with a brilliant voice cast, including the wonderful Tress MacNeille as Maxine. Now, I hadn't heard of Maxine before watching this, but Maxine is actually a Hallmark card character. And if you haven't heard of her either, I definitely recommend you Google her and have a look at the pictures of some of the cards because they're great fun. And here we have Maxine as this kind of stereotypical grumpy old woman in the place of Scrooge. And she is Scrooge in the story of A Christmas Carol. It's very self aware as well. A couple of times it does actually reference Dickens, which I thought was quite good. And Maxine is visited by these various spirits, of course, who are there to teach her the error of the ways and to open her heart up to Christmas before it's too late. And it does follow the classic narrative structure for A Christmas Carol, but obviously with some differences, mostly because it's contemporary to us and it's so much fun. There are two reasons why I love it. One is the animation style. I just think it's gorgeous. Absolutely enjoyed the visual experience. But the other reason is I love Maxine as a character. I just think she's absolutely fantastic. Usually with A Christmas Carol, there are some exceptions, but usually the Scrooge character, whether it's Scrooge or a different version of Scrooge, they're not very likable to begin with. And then they go on the journey and we begin to warm to them, but I loved Maxine from the beginning. I just thought she was fabulous. That's not to say I think people should go around with her attitude, but watching it as an animated character, or watching her as an animated character, I really thoroughly enjoyed and I thought she was fabulous. I don't know if there are any other Maxine films, but if there are, I'd love to see them. So I'm considering myself now a fan of Maxine, and I would very happily watch this again. It's definitely I've seen many adaptations of A Christmas Carol because I'm always looking out for ones I haven't seen, and by far this is this is my favorite that I've seen this year, or at least this side of Christmas, and easily one of my all-time favorites now because it's tremendous fun, it's funny, it's very well written. The animation style, as I said, is absolutely gorgeous, and Maxine is a really brilliant character. If you're a fan of A Christmas Carol, I definitely recommend it. I'd love to know what you think of this as well if you were already a fan of Maxine. Maybe you're familiar with the character or the cards. I don't know what it would be like to receive those cards a lot and be familiar with the character and then see the character brought to life. I think it might be a different experience. Maybe not. I don't know. Either way, I really thoroughly enjoyed Maxine's Christmas Carol. And if you're looking for a version of A Christmas Carol that you haven't seen, particularly one that's a little bit different, this is absolutely one I'm very happy to recommend.